All right, good morning. By now, you should have done your Bohr diagrams, or at least done at least half of that sheet. So now we can move on to Lewis dot structures. Please fill out your notes while you do this. It's just on the back side of the notes for the Bohr diagrams. So these are Lewis dot structures. Lewis dot structures are all about the valence electrons. Those are those electrons in the outermost shell, the shell that's farthest away from the nucleus. They're also held most loosely by the atom. Valence electrons are the ones that are going to be involved when atoms bond with each other, either ionic or covalent bonding. For Lewis dot structures, the first thing that you're going to need to do, just like with Bohr diagrams, find your element on the periodic table. You need to figure out or determine the number of valence electrons. And again, these are the electrons in the highest or outermost energy level, and this is how many electrons you will draw. So there's less work involved with the Lewis dot structures, which I'm sure you will enjoy. To figure out valence electrons, you need to find what group or family or column your element is in. That's going to tell you the number of valence electrons that that specific element has, and again, you'll only draw those. So if you look, Group 1, for example, has 1 valence electron. Group 2 has 2 valence electrons. The transition metals, we kind of skip those, and we kind of just jump over to this other group over here, starting with 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. When you get to the double-digit numbers, what you'll do is you'll look at the last digit. So, for example, group 18 is going to have 8 electrons. Group 17 will have 7 valence electrons. 16 will have 6 valence electrons. Of course, there is an exception. That exception is helium, right above, or right at the top of group 18. It only has 2 electrons because, remember, the first energy level can only hold 2 electrons. Okay. All right. So on the back side of we're still on the notes for this. So in that, towards the bottom of your notes, you'll have a box with a C in it. We're going to practice with carbon again. So the first thing that you're going to do with Lewis dot structures is you're going to write the element name or chemical symbol. This part's already done for you. It's in the 14th group. You'll see that if you look at your periodic table. So it has 4 valence electrons. So just like we did with Bohr diagrams, we're going to start at the right and move counterclockwise. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll notice that these dots are not perfectly around the chemical symbol. They're kind of shifted. Google Slides did that. I'm not sure why it did that. I apologize. But it should be around the chemical symbol. Okay. So again, carbon's in the 14th group. It should have 4 valence electrons. So you should have 4 dots or X's or something drawn total. So now what I'd like you to do is look at the bottom of your notes. You have hydrogen, phosphorus, calcium, argon, chlorine, and aluminum. What I would like you to do is make Lewis dot structures for all of those. You can use the back of your Bohr worksheet to do this. So at this point, you pause the video, get those done, and then come back to check your work. Okay, so now we have done the Bohr diagram, or the Lewis dot structures for these. So let's check your work. So hydrogen just has 1 electron, so you just have it here at 3 o'clock. Phosphorus. Phosphorus is in group 16, so there's 6 valence electrons, or I'm sorry, 5. Then we have calcium. Calcium has 2 valence electrons. Argon has 8. Argon is a noble gas, so it's very happy. This is a very happy element. Chlorine. So chlorine is unhappy because chlorine just needs 1 more to be a noble gas, to have that full valence shell. And we have aluminum. And aluminum is just going to have those 3 valence electrons. So now you should be working on the back side, again, of that Bohr diagram worksheet to complete the rest of the Lewis dot structures. If you have any questions, please let me know. This is what the worksheet looks like. There are questions up at the top again. I find this helpful here where it shows you the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the order that you should go in when using the valence electrons. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can rewind the video, go through it again. Thank you for watching.